In the heart of New Orleans, a city steeped in mystery and haunted by a dark past, the Mayfair family resided in a grand mansion that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Generations of the Mayfair Witches had woven a tapestry of supernatural power and mysticism, their lineage intertwined with the ancient forces that lurked in the shadows. The saga of the Mayfair Witches began with the enigmatic figure of Suzanne Mayfair, a woman whose beauty was as bewitching as her powers. Legends whispered of a pact she made with a powerful, malevolent force that granted her unparalleled abilities, but came at a dire cost. As the story unfolded through the ages, each succeeding generation of Mayfair witches grappled with the consequences of their family's dark legacy. The tale took a chilling turn when a young witch named Rowan Mayfair discovered an ancient, cursed book hidden within the mansion's secret chambers. The forbidden grimoire, bound in human flesh and inked in blood, held the key to unspeakable powers and unleashed a malevolent force that hungered for more than just the souls of the living. Rowan, tormented by visions and haunted by the voices of her ancestors, found herself entangled in a web of supernatural intrigue. The once sleeping spirits of the Mayfair lineage awakened, their collective consciousness merging with hers, and a sinister force emerged from the shadows, threatening to consume the world in darkness. The atmospheric streets of New Orleans became a battleground for the forces of light and darkness. Rowan, struggling to control the ancient power coursing through her veins, embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the secrets of her family's past. As she delved deeper into the mystic realms, she encountered malevolent entities that tested the limits of her courage and resolve. The malevolent force, once confined to the pages of the cursed book, manifested itself in the physical world, taking shape as a shadowy figure that prowled the corridors of the Mayfair mansion. The air grew thick with an oppressive darkness, and the boundary between the living and the dead blurred as vengeful spirits rose from their slumber. Rowan's allies, an eclectic group of supernatural beings and mortal souls, joined forces to confront the looming threat. Each step deeper into the heart of the Mayfair legacy revealed shocking truths and unveiled the tapestry of betrayal, forbidden love, and sacrificial rituals that bound the family to the forces of the occult. As the climactic confrontation unfolded, the line between savior and villain blurred, and Rowan faced an impossible choice that would determine the fate of the Mayfair Witches and the world itself. The once stately mansion, now a battleground for the forces of light and darkness, echoed with the anguished cries of the past and the uncertain future that lay ahead. In the end, the Mayfair Witches stood at the crossroads of destiny, their legacy a tapestry woven with threads of magic and malevolence. The ancient forces that had slumbered for centuries were awakened, and the haunting tale of the Mayfair Witches left an indelible mark on the supernatural history of New Orleans, casting a shadow that lingered long after the final echoes of the chilling saga had faded away. The chilling winds of the Mississippi River carried with them the whispers of forgotten souls as Rowan Mayfair delved deeper into the mysteries that bound her family to the supernatural. The malevolent force, now a tangible presence within the Mayfair mansion, manifested in ways that defied the laws of the mortal world. Shadows danced upon the walls, and the air itself seemed to writhe with unseen energies. Rowan's journey led her to the heart of the Louisiana bayou, where the roots of the Mayfair legacy intertwined with the ancient magic that permeated the swamps. Among the moss-laden trees and murky waters, she discovered the remnants of a long-forgotten ritual site, a place where her ancestors had communed with dark forces in a desperate bid for power. As Rowan unraveled the secrets of the past, she encountered the spirits of Mayfair witches who had long been confined to the shadows. Their ethereal forms whispered tales of forbidden trysts, tragic love affairs, and the unbreakable bonds that tied the family to a destiny forged in the crucible of the occult. Each revelation added another layer to the complex tapestry of the Mayfair legacy. Meanwhile, the malevolent force grew stronger. Feeding on the fear and desperation that permeated the mansion, it took on a more corporeal form, a phantom figure that haunted the family's dreams and manifested in the reflections of mirrors. The line between the living and the dead blurred further, as the spirits of the Mayfair witches, both benevolent and malevolent, converged in a spectral dance that transcended the boundaries of time. The eclectic group of allies that stood by Rowan's side faced their own trials: a charismatic voodoo priestess, a centuries-old vampire with a dark past, and a skeptical mortal detective with a keen sense of intuition formed an unlikely alliance to confront the encroaching darkness. Together, they ventured into the forbidden realms of the supernatural, where ancient curses and eldritch spells tested the limits of their resolve. The Mayfair mansion itself became a character in the unfolding drama, its grandiose halls echoing with the footsteps of the past. Hidden chambers reveal artifacts of unimaginable power, and secret passages became conduits to realms beyond the mortal veil. The architecture, once a symbol of opulence, became a labyrinth of secrets that held the key to the family's salvation or destruction. As the climax approached, Rowan faced a series of trials that pushed her to the brink of her own sanity. The malevolent force sought to corrupt her, to use her as a vessel for its insidious desires. Betrayals unfolded, alliances fractured, and the very fabric of reality seemed to unravel as Rowan confronted the true nature of the pact that bound her family to the dark forces that lurked in the shadows. In a final, harrowing confrontation, Rowan stood before the malevolent force, her allies by her side, and the echoes of her ancestors surrounding her. The mansion trembled with the intensity of the supernatural clash, and the fate of the Mayfair witches hung in the balance. The resolution, wrought with sacrifice and redemption, unfolded like a spellbinding symphony. The malevolent force, its insatiable hunger for power and vengeance, was banished back into the forbidden grimoire from whence it came. The Mayfair mansion, once a battleground, fell silent as the lingering spirits found peace, and the tapestry of the Mayfair legacy was rewoven, its threads now infused with the resilience of those who dared to defy the darkness. As dawn broke over the city of New Orleans, the Mayfair mansion stood as a silent witness to the epic tale that unfolded within its walls. The bayou, once shrouded in mystery, reclaimed its tranquil fawade, and the chilling winds of the Mississippi River carried away the echoes of a story that would be whispered through the ages, a tale of magic, mayhem, and the enduring power of the Mayfair witches.